I love using mango, but most of the time they're too hard. So I found a ripe one that I had yesterday and one that was almost ripe, which is perfect for this recipe because you don't want it too ripe. Mango shrimp, and we're going to have it with rice. Let's see if you can see that little pot in the back there. Okay, first you take the shrimp skins. You buy shrimps with the skin on, and these are 15 and under shrimps. And you buy them with the shell on because the shell makes a little stock. And the stock from the shells is right here. And then we have the white wine reducing a little bit in a small pot back there just to make it easier. When that reduces a little, I'm going to add this to the white wine. That'll be hot. And then when it's time to mix it into the shrimp, there's no waiting. It'll be super hot. And when you work with these shrimps, make sure, and I mention this all the time, the way they look in a Chinese restaurant, round, they open up nicely. So make sure when you do the shrimps that you cut deep, deep, all the way around the tail. Really deep, like that. And what will happen is they will open up, they will have a nice shape instead of being the shape they had when you peeled them. And since we have a little bit of sauce, we need a little bit of flour. So onto the shrimps, which already have the salt and pepper, I'm going to put this little bit of flour and have that ready. And then what you see here, I'm going to mix that up. And we're going to saute. There's the ginger, the onions. That's fresh garlic that I mince up and put it in olive oil. This is for later. The scallions at the very end. Lemon juice we have ready. And the snow peas right here. Just happen to have them. They're sitting in a refrigerator for almost a week and they're still good. So I incorporated them into this. So this should look pretty and it's going to taste great. I know that already. So we're using butter, not oil, flavor. Raise the flame a little bit. I'm not looking to get color out of the shrimps. All I want to do is cook them. And that little bit of flour is just enough to coat them a little bit because we don't have a lot of liquid and I don't want this to be too thick. So that takes care of the shrimps. And everything is going in there in one shot except the mango and the snow peas at the end because you want them crunchy. And over here, toasted, organic, unsweetened coconut. You have to toast them yourselves. Nothing in the pan but the toast, but the coconut on a semi-medium to low flame, and they'll brown eventually. So, well, you know it's going to taste good already because there's what is that? Butter. Let's put the ginger. Why am I putting ginger? I love ginger. So if you love ginger and you love onions and you love garlic, nothing wrong with putting them in there. So I'm on the big burner, see? Okay. Mix this up one time. Now in go the shrimp. And let me just show you the little pot that I have in the rear there, which has this had a half a cup of dry white wine, which is reduced enough. And now I'm going to add the stock. So the shrimp's are in with a half a cup of water. So that's going to be hot. It's going to be good. Love a dinner like this. Now we go with the shrimps. I'm not using heavy cream later. Now you have to stay with this. You know why? Because the shrimps will cook on one side, and then you have to turn them because they're a nice size. And if you notice, they're already curling up. I'm going to keep the film running, maybe a little lengthy. Please don't complain to me. I want you to see how long it takes to cook these. Not for the professional or semi-professional guy that's watching this. This is for the beginner. And that's what I gear most of my recipes for. People that want to learn how to cook certain items but aren't sure about it. So we have that. This doesn't take long at all. You don't want to overcook the shrimps. I never do. I'll just turn them. See that color? That means they're just about cooked. And especially when I add the stock to it, they will take only a minute or two. Now you might be saying, where are the snow peas? You could eat them raw. So they're going to go in right now and just lay there. That's nice because it has a good color. And after I put the stock in there and it thickens just slightly, I'm going to add the mangoes. And just remember, shrimps taste delicious. Mangoes are delicious. And of course, onions and garlic and ginger just help it along. The coconut, the last second, if you don't like coconut, guess what? You don't use it. Now, we're going with the stock. And if somebody's looking at this and doesn't like the way I'm cooking, they can do me a favor and show me their way. I'd be happy to learn. This will take a second to thicken up. It almost looks like shrimp and lobster sauce. This is the highest flame. I raise it all the way. And these shrimp can't be overcooked or my wife will shoot me because she loves shrimps. I can smell the wine and everything else. Put the mango. Remember, if the mango is too ripe, it's going to be mushy. There you go. So we're going to shut this off. What we're going to do now is take everything out because it's a little bit too watery. And if I cook what's in there too long, the shrimps will not be good. This has a nice aroma right now. Now watch what we're going to do. Things like this happen all the time in cooking. You think you have the correct amount, but something's a little bit off. And like I said, I don't want to put a lot of flour. Now this is too watery, so now we're just going to correct it. No damage to the recipe. We just simmer that. I mean, boil it hard, and you'll see it'll get thicker. And then we will toss that back in there. Meanwhile, set up the plate. We're going to have a border of rice. A border. A nice border of rice. What your favorite rice? Just put the rice in the middle. And after the rice is in the middle of the plate, take a spoon, very simply, and make a hole. And anytime you're making a dinner, for presentation wise, you don't want to go past the line of the plate, past that. And then we are just about ready. Okay, so it's taken a little bit too long. I would have shut the film off and then return it. But I really want you to watch when you make a little error, how you can correct it. And then when we are done, you see how pretty it looks. Only thing I'm going to add into there as soon as I throw the shrimps back in is the scallions. You don't have to do this with flour. The only thing is, I always like to have a little sauce. And the other reason why it came out like this is because I've never cooked this item before. It's like on the fly. And I don't want to make it, eat it, and then have to make it again for a video. It's like a waste. So I do the best I can with it, and there we just about are ready. As long as something tastes good and it looks good, that means you did it right. That is what I'm looking for. Just that consistency, if you notice. Now we'll add in exactly a half a minute. Coats everything nicely. That's it. Throw in the scallions. Toss in the coconut. And now I'll put it on the plate. You know, it would be nice in there. Well, you do have the red on the shrimps. Maybe a little red pepper. And how many shrimps we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2, 5, yes, 12. So that's 6 shrimps apiece. And these are a nice size. So, and a little bit more green. And there you have it. It looks good, it smells good, and it's going to taste good. Enjoy.